You ever just think, I want to be nice to my future self? Got to change of clothes because I have a 4-hour drive back home. It's time to talk about that dirty word. Hacks, I'm talking about tips, I'm talking about tricks that you're going to use on trail to have a better time, and I'm going to take you along for the ride. Backpacking with Jason and I, we're actually headed out on the trail to meet a few other people that do backpacking YouTube videos.
Yeah. Should be fun, should be tiresome, but what could we use to help us on the trail?
That is the question that we're going to answer. It's already been a little bit crazy. We grabbed a hotel, but right before we got there, we literally drove through wildfires, and now it's time to put one foot in front of the other and hit that trail. Raven Cliffs Wilderness, Chattahoochee. Come on, Alan. Our campsite's literally like a mile from here, so it shouldn't take us long to get there. Jason and I have reached the campsite. This hack is to bring a little bit of fresh food with you whenever you're headed out on trail. Especially on the first day, having something fresh is always nice. Unfortunately, our water source here is dry at our camp, but I do at least have everything set up, so we're headed back down to Neal's Gap, 1 mile straight down the hill, refill on water, and straight back up. Man, Neal's Gap, cool little store. It gives me a chance to wring out my socks. Look how brown and soaked my socks are. Oh, you're looking at my nice clean feet? They're pale. What?
Yeah, shack feet.
What do you mean? Another hack that's basically free is getting you a string and tying it around a tree. I got this from Apex Giant, and they're real cheap. I hang my backpack from it, but you can get stuff off the ground, and all you need is a string and a carabiner, which you probably got laying around the house. We're building the campfire right now. Let me show you another thing. See, none of us brought a saw. That means that we will resort to the next hack, which is breaking the wood in between two little trees. Look at this. Reminds me of my wife, Bridget. She's already got 2 or 3 Christmas trees up. Taylor, Southern Hike, thank you.
You know it, man. Time to eat up.
Crow, you gonna go ahead and eat it? He's already had dinner. What do you think?
Bomb.
Yeah, pretty good. Metro, you saving yours?
I am.
I gotta eat dinner and then I can have dessert.
PCA,
this is my dinner.
downtown.
I would suggest adding some chicken to spice up some ramen if that's what you're gonna take with you. And the visibility is 0 out here. This deep fog has rolled in. We're trying to kind of hang our food and go to sleep. Man, I come back over to my hammock. Look how wet it is. We just are living in a cloud. I got a wet spot in here. Nothing I can do about it. Let my body heat warm it up.
Good morning, everybody. It is wet out here. We've been living in a cloud for the last 24 hours. My hammock has dried out some, but as you can see, it's still pretty wet over on that left side. The rest of the crew is over there, and it's like 45 degrees and rainy. Ugh. Made me a little coffee this morning. Shout out to Crow, as the crow flies hiking, because he gave me this. It is coffee with creamer and sugar all mixed together. So there's another little hack for you. Buy it all together, unless you just like your coffee, you know, black and bitter. It's been an hour or two since the last clip, and I think some of the other guys have already gone. Looks like Jason's breaking down right over there, and I'm about to do the same thing because this cloud is not going away. We're just stuck up here. Sometimes plans have to change. That's okay. Maybe we're gonna head down toward more of the creek area and get a little drier, hopefully. With everything packed up, you can use like a trash bag or something like that. Here I have a Nyla fume bag, which you have to buy these here a couple bucks, but to help keep my gear dry in the rainy weather like this, you definitely want some kind of bag liner because all this is supposed to be waterproof. You never know. We're gonna go figure out what the plan is. We have a plan of attack. We are 2 miles from Jim's Smoking Q. We're gonna grab some barbecue and then head somewhere out on trail. I'm not really sure.
Damn, my pretty little lips gonna do to me, baby. But every single time that I come around, it seems you got another man trying to keep you down.
Thank God I have Taylor here, Southern Hike, because everything's so wet. We're at his truck right now, and he's turning the Ford Ranger full blast and riding this sucker out. I think it looks better on camera than in person, to be honest with you. We're trying to figure out where to camp, and every time we find a campsite, It's above 2,800 feet and it's all cloudy and misty, and my stuff is still drying in Taylor's truck. We're driving around, about to try another one. I think it's the third one. Got my hammock and tarp set up. Vehicle's right over there, so we're pretty close. The rest of the guys are over at the fire pit where we've got some firewood at the local gas station. You will also want to make sure you keep hydrated. Even though it's cold out and it's kind of rainy, you'll forget and become dehydrated. So watch the color of your pee. But I'll tell you this, one thing that I use is Element, and all it has in it is sodium, potassium, magnesium. It's one of my favorite flavors, grapefruit, but it's literally just a little packet. Pour it in, shake it up, and you're good to go. Now, this is gonna keep you hydrated. If you wanna buy some, I would suggest using my link, which is drinkelement.com/Jeremiah. That's drinklmnt.com/Jeremiah. Any purchase, you'll get a sample pack, and then you can try all the flavors, see which one that you like the best. So thanks Element for sponsoring this video and all the support that you give the channel and keeping me nice and hydrated. We're about to start a fire here. I would suggest using one of these Duraflame fire starter cubes. Also at the gas station, I got like, I guess it's sawdust and wax compressed. I threw one of those Duraflames in there. You may have also noticed that Crow dug a little hole here, and I put some sticks there just so we can give it a little airflow. The only thing left to do was enjoy fire time with friends as the night rolled in and we reminisced on all the fun we'd had on the trip. Good morning. It's time to break down camp and get out of here. We had a nice little morning fires. Some of the guys ate breakfast. I gotta tell you, one of the best things about hammock camping is the fact that you have a tarp to be under while it's raining and you're packing up. I'm breaking down my chair here and I'll give you one last hack. If you have one of these stuff sacks, tie it to the back of your chair by just cinching that up, and then you won't lose it. Also, I keep all my stuff sacks in one stuff sack, and that's my stuff sack. So then whenever I'm packing up, I know where all the stuff sacks are and there's no looking for them. All right, I'm gonna tear this down before it gets any more wet out here. We're packing up the car right now. We're about to head out, and as you can see, a nice change of clothes, just like I told you at the beginning of the video. Leave some hacks down below and let me know what could I add to the next video. Love backpacking with all those guys. I will share their channels below if you want to check them out. If you enjoyed the video, give me one of these, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in the next one.